Your clematis may not need more fertilizer at all. In fact, if you keep feeding a plant that's struggling for the wrong reason, you may be treating the symptom while completely missing the cause. One simple kitchen leftover worth understanding is crushed eggshell. Eggshells are mostly calcium carbonate, so they can add calcium to the soil, but that does not mean scattering shells around every clematis will suddenly produce more flowers. The real question is whether your soil actually has a calcium or pH-related problem that makes this useful in the first place. And this is where many gardeners go wrong. They see weak growth, pale leaves, or disappointing blooms and immediately reach for fertilizer, assuming the plant simply needs more nutrients. But clematis can struggle because of what's happening around its roots, not because the soil is simply hungry. There's a specific situation where eggshells can make sense, and an equally important situation where they're unlikely to help at all. The difference comes down to what's happening in the soil beneath your clematis. The first thing to understand is why fertilizer feels like the obvious answer. When a clematis produces smaller leaves, weak growth, or far fewer flowers than expected, it's easy to assume the soil is running out of nutrients. And sometimes poor fertility really is part of the problem. But fertilizer only helps when the nutrient supply is actually limiting the plant. If the roots are stressed, the soil stays too wet, the root zone is excessively dry, or the soil chemistry is making certain nutrients difficult for plant to absorb, adding more fertilizer may accomplish very little. There's another problem, too. Gardeners often think of fertilizer as plant food that simply gets converted into more leaves and flowers. But clematis doesn't work that way. Nutrients have to be available in the root zone. The roots have to be healthy enough to take them up, and the plant has to be growing under conditions where that nutrition can actually be used. So if your clematis is struggling, the better question isn't simply, what fertilizer should I add? It's, what is preventing this plant from using what's already available? That distinction matters with eggshells, because eggshells aren't a balanced fertilizer. They don't provide the nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium profile you would normally expect from a complete plant fertilizer. What they primarily provide is calcium carbonate. And that brings us to the interesting part. Calcium is important to plant growth, but adding more calcium is not automatically the answer. The soil itself determines whether that calcium is useful, and that's where many gardeners overlook the bigger issue. That bigger issue is soil chemistry. Eggshells are largely calcium carbonate, the same basic compound found in agricultural lime. Once they break down, they can contribute calcium and, depending on the soil and quantity involved, have some liming effect. But there's an important catch. Eggshells break down slowly, especially when they're left in large pieces. So if you're imagining a handful of shells sitting around the base of your clematis and immediately feeding the roots, that's not what's happening. And this is why the condition of the soil matters more than the kitchen ingredient itself. Clematis generally performs best when its roots have access to moisture without remaining waterlogged, and when the soil provides adequate fertility and suitable chemical conditions for nutrient uptake. If your soil already contains plenty of calcium, adding eggshells isn't likely to solve a flowering problem. And if the real issue is poor drainage or root stress, more calcium won't correct the underlying problem. But there is one reason eggshells can still be worth discussing. Calcium plays structural roles inside plants. It helps maintain the integrity of cell walls and is important in growing tissues. Plants need a continual supply of calcium as new tissues develop. The mistake is assuming that because calcium is important, more calcium must automatically mean better growth. That isn't how plant nutrition works. A nutrient becomes useful when the plant actually needs it and can take it up. And calcium availability is influenced by the soil itself, including its pH and moisture conditions. So before putting eggshells around your clematis, there's a much more useful question to answer first. Does your soil actually need what those eggshells can provide? That is the point where the simple kitchen leftover either becomes a reasonable soil amendment or just another gardening habit that sounds useful but changes very little. If you determine that your soil could actually benefit from a calcium-containing amendment, the next question is how to use eggshells without turning them into a false promise. The first step is preparation. Eggshells should be cleaned of remaining egg residue, dried, and crushed as finely as reasonably possible. Smaller particles expose more surface area to the soil, which can help them break down faster than large shell fragments. But don't think of this as a quick-release fertilizer. Eggshell calcium becomes available gradually, and the rate depends on factors such as particle size, soil conditions, and biological activity. That means this is an amendment you think about over time, not something you apply today expecting tomorrow's flowers to look different. And there's another important detail. Don't pile eggshells against the crown or stems of clematis. Keep amendments in the surrounding soil rather than treating the base of the plant like a compost bin. For an established clematis growing in the ground, the sensible approach is to incorporate a finely crushed eggshell material into the soil where the roots can eventually encounter it, rather than leaving a thick layer on the surface. But if you're growing clematis in a container, be much more cautious. Container soil has a smaller volume, and changing its chemistry without knowing the starting conditions can create an imbalance rather than solve one. If a container-grown clematis is struggling, drainage, watering patterns, root crowding, and the condition of the potting mix deserve attention before experimenting with calcium amendments. And that brings us to the part gardeners often overlook. Even if eggshells are appropriate for your soil, they cannot compensate for a clematis whose roots are under constant stress. A plant cannot make good use of nutrition if its root environment is working against it. And that root environment is often the first place I would look before blaming nutrition. Clematis likes consistent moisture, but that does not mean constantly wet soil. If water sits around the roots for extended periods, roots can become stressed and their ability to function normally can decline. On the other hand, allowing the root zone to repeatedly become bone dry can create a different kind of stress. This matters because a gardener may see weak growth and think the plant needs feeding, when the real problem is that the roots are struggling to maintain normal nutrient uptake. There's also a common mistake with clematis, treating every variety and every growing situation exactly the same. A young plant may simply need time to establish a substantial root system. A container-grown plant has completely different limitations from one planted in a deep garden border, and a clematis growing against a wall or in a particularly hot location can experience much greater root zone temperature and moisture fluctuations. So before adding eggshells, look at the pattern. Are the leaves showing a clear nutritional symptom? Is growth generally weak? Or is the plant healthy but simply flowering at a different time than expected? Has the soil been consistently wet? Has the plant recently been transplanted? And perhaps most importantly, do you actually know the soil's condition? A soil test is far more informative than guessing from the appearance of a plant. If the test shows adequate calcium and a suitable pH, eggshells are unlikely to be the missing piece. Adding more simply because eggshells are available doesn't make the treatment more scientific. And this is the catch with almost every homemade fertilizer trick. The ingredient itself is rarely the whole story. The useful question is whether what that ingredient supplies matches an actual limitation in the plant's growing environment. If it doesn't, the best treatment may be to leave it out. So before you reach for fertilizer or start saving every eggshell from the kitchen, check the cause first. Finely crushed eggshell can be a reasonable calcium-containing soil amendment when your soil conditions actually make it useful. But it is not a complete fertilizer. It works slowly, and it cannot correct poor drainage, root stress, inadequate light, or other growing problems. The simplest approach is also the most reliable. Know what your soil needs before adding something to it. If a soil test shows that calcium or pH is part of the problem, eggshells may have a place in the solution. If the soil is already adequate, adding more won't necessarily give your clematis more flowers. And that's the lesson worth remembering. Don't feed the symptom. Find the cause. With clematis, healthier roots and the right growing conditions matter far more than any single kitchen ingredient.